YouTube, what is up? It's your boy JV Cousin. We back with another banger. As you seen by the thumbnail title, today we're back at it with another tutorial. This time it's a little bit different. We're about to do a mid taper on course hair with the beard. Haven't done one of those, so I'm gonna show you how to line up, fade, trim, everything. If you're new to the channel, nice to meet you. I'm JV. Make sure to go hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year, and we're really close, so let's make it happen. Join the winning team while you can before we win too much and then you can't join later on. Hey, fuck with ya boy. Give me a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know every time we drop a banger. And without further say, let's get to cutting and get to learning, baby. Long. What the fuck, bro? Who's your big ass?
Shit, I guess I need to cut, man.
Hey, Loki, you got perfect hair though.
I think it's fucking chopped right now, bro.
You got perfect hair for me to fix it. Mid taper with the beard lineup. Loki, nothing on top because it's short.
Perfect.
Let's fucking get it. We got my boy Isaiah, about to bless him up today. Let's give him a nice 360 spin. Before and after, let's get to working. All right, boys, we are starting on this side first. I'm gonna show you how to do the mid taper here, as well as blending it to the beard. First thing, get your clipper, whatever clipper it is. In this case, I'm using these ones that I got from the last video. eBay video, you haven't seen it, go watch it, but shit, your boy's low-key rocking with these. Clipper of your choice, make sure it's lever closed. First guide is gonna be right in the middle, just like that. Then open up your lever. Think about it as like two fades right here, just upside down. So whatever you do here, you're gonna do here as well. Now I'm gonna go opening the lever, go about half an inch on the beard, going up half an inch on the taper. Bam, now I'm gonna close to halfway and blend out both of those lines right in between. We should be smooth like that. Now I'm gonna get my one guard, opening the lever on that, so equivalent to 1.5. And doing the same thing, just raising up that line about half an inch. But I am flicking out as I'm going up into the longer hair right here. And as I'm going over here, I'm flicking out as well. But right here, you're fading down. So literally same process, but you're going to level down. Right here, you're going to level up. And just be gentle right here in these small areas. Use your corners as much as you can. Because if you use the full blade, you're going to end up messing the fade up. All right, with the corner, you're more capable of being control. And then you actually fade it exactly how you want to. Now I'm going to go ahead and close the lever, which is just a one flat. And I'm gonna use my corners on that same line, just softening it up. It's not gonna fully get rid of it yet, but it's gonna make it better and more visible for me to go in there with the half guard and then fully get rid of it. Bam. Now we're switching to our next clipper, which is gonna be with the half guard. Lever open, equivalent to 1. Lever closed, just a half. This is the perfect length right here to get rid of that line between the 0, half, and the 1.5. I'm gonna start off with the lever closed, and I'm gonna just be gently attacking these little harsh lines. Opening it up if I see some darker spots down below. Closing it up until that line is fully gone. And remember, whatever we do right here on the beard, same thing up here, since like they're the same lengths right now. Right now I'm using my corners, lever open on the half guard. And like I said, when you use those corners, you're in control of the fade. You could hit each little hair particle, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But look, without the lineup, you can already tell that it's well blended. I always like to line up before I finish up the fade or I move on, because it's like sharpening up your blade before you move on to the next kill. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna use the beard right here as a guide to do the C-cup, and then I'm gonna line up behind the ears. So I can see that he kind of has a natural line going right here. I'm gonna put my first indent, and I'm gonna start curving it up towards the C-cup. Remember, right here you want to keep it natural, but if you have to push back a little bit of hairs, don't worry, you know. Make sure it's just a good, respectful, professional pushback. As you see, just like that. Same thing with the trimmer, always use your blade, because this is where it's important, you know. You want to use this blade like it's the tip of your pencil, and then you could even do it right here on the beard a bit. Follow up that line. Drop it a bit. You know, and we're not really focusing on making the straightest line right here, because the blade is going to come back and fix all that, but we're focused on the C-cup. Now, let's focus around the ear. Put down the ear with your corner, set your guideline all the way around. Just think about it as another C-cup right here. Use your corners right and left, back and front, back and forward. Bam. You can use your trimmer now to make it a little farther right here, add some more contrast. You also have two options. You know, you could keep some hair right here and have the shadow follow down to the beard, or you can make it fully bald. In this case, I'll show you how to do both of them. After I line up, especially the C-cup, I always come in there with the blade, because I like to make sure it is perfect before I do any other step. I'm gonna hit this line first, and it's gonna guide me up here. I'm gonna use the corner and just glide up the skin, adding tension with my other finger. just like that. Also on the beard, to not irritate your client, you know, give them those rosy cheeks or just any irritation, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some shave gel. It's one of my own products, dropping it very soon, and it's gonna be limited edition. So make sure to get yours while you can. Stay in touch with my Instagram so you know where everything's dropping. Now I'm gonna use this brush to rub in that liquid right there. Make sure it's distributed through the face. It already soaked into the skin a bit, so it's ready to get to working. Same thing with the beard. With your finger, add some tension. Drag up the opposite side wherever you're shaving, and be precise when you're going down. Make sure the line is straight. Look at that. That's naturally. And then to save irritation or not get my client those rosy cheeks, instead of using the blade on these little hairs, just get your foil shaver and shave right above it. Now what that's gonna do is keep that fresh ash line, get rid of everything on top. Usually when you use the blade up here, it could get irritation, you know, some little pimples, some pink stuff, red stuff, whatever it is. So by doing this, you're solid. While we're at it, we're gonna go right here on the ear, shave that off. And as you see, we already got a nice blend right here. To make this blend pop out even more, we gotta line up this back line. Now, in order to line this up, you wanna hold the ear a bit back and just follow this line all the way down. Remember, stretch wherever you're at. Make sure you have a nice sharp blade so it glides through the skin smooth. Any little overhang, just give it like a free hand with the blade. Brush down, be gentle, and look at that. Straight line here, straight curve line here, fresh line up on the C-cup or on the ear. I'm gonna adjust this C-cup a bit. I know it could be a little sharper, so whenever a lineup could be sharper, don't be afraid. Get back in there and make it way cleaner. You wanna make sure you have a nice Chicago C, kind of like a 90-degree angle, but in a curve, if you know what I mean. Bam. And then always brush down, so all the hairs you didn't get on that first pass, you get them on the second and third. Right here, I'm just getting rid of the little hairs in between, so it's a better fade from the beard to the taper. And this right here is where you get a contrast blend from the beard to the taper. Look at that, they just go hand in hand together like peanut butter and jelly. Look at that. And then any little dark bars or imperfections on the fade, go in there with your corners. Now to match the blend better to the top, I'm gonna go ahead and get my 1.5 guard lever open and just flick out lightly up here. This is just to match that taper to the top hairs with a nice even fade. We're trying to keep bulk right here, keep it dark. So that's why we use our corners as well. Coarse hair is very different than straight hair. In my opinion, honestly, this hair fades way better and faster and easier than straight hair. I'm sure a lot of your barbers could relate to what I'm saying. Now I'm just doing some detail work, going back in there with my half guard. Whatever it is, you wanna make sure that the fade is crispy 100% before you go to the next one. Last and final guard, 2 guard with the lever open, so 2.5. I'm gonna hit the blade one more time on the C-cup. Make sure everything is aligned. Now let's move on to the back. I know we gotta do everything else right here, but I like to go side by side, especially on my tapers. Now we're gonna use the same fading system that we used on the side, but now it's just with a bigger canvas. It's gonna be lever close, setting our first guideline just like that. With the clipper, wasting no time, open the lever and going up like 1/2 inch on that same line. Remember, you wanna have a nice flick out motion right here. It's like you're tapping the skin and you're bouncing off of it. Boom, bam. Hey, yo, what? Now to follow up on that, you're gonna get your next guard, which is gonna be the 1 guard, lever open, and we're gonna flick out as well the same, just about 1/2 inch up. This flick out motion is very important because as you see, we're getting into those longer curls, so we don't wanna knock those down. We wanna fade into them. And by doing this, we don't have to use those bigger guards or use some extra fading systems to get it nice in there. Keep brushing down, especially with this coarse hair. It aligns really nice when you use the brush, and since this coarse hair could be all over the place, curly and stuff, so you know the brush is going to be your best friend right here. Keep brushing down every time. Now we're attacking it with the lever closed. Remember, you want to start with your lever open because you always want to cut less hair. You can never bring hair back, but you could always cut less. So lever open because of that. Close it, softening up that line, and really all we got to hit it with now is the half guard right here. Line up the sides, 0, and then fully blend out that bald line, and we're set. I'm gonna put the half guard here, start off with the lever open. This is just softening it up. Obviously it's not cutting as much as I want, but to be safe, that's why I want it open. Now I'm gonna close it. You know, kind of using the full blade because it's a bigger canvas, but whenever it gets to those tight spots or those corners, angles, I'm use the corners. See, like that. I'm attacking the head with just one side at a time instead of going everything at once. Also make sure those corners are well blended A lot of people like to do their tapers, you know, set their guideline like a rainbow shape to keep the sides darker. I used to do that in the beginning, but as I went, honestly, the taper looks way better when it's just a flat line, and even these lines are well faded. Obviously, you can make them a little darker with enhancements later on, but trust me, when the fade is just equally distributed throughout the back, it's gonna look way better. Just to make the fade way better, I don't want them to think that this dark line is not well blended. So I'm gonna go ahead, get that 1.5 guard, lever open makes it equivalent to a 2, and I'm gonna do the same motion of the ocean, just flicking out. Lightly. Brushing, dropping the gear when I need it. By dropping the gear, I mean lever closing. Corners, corners. Brush. Upping the gear. Flicking out once again. And honestly, we should be smooth after that one. You want to make sure the vertical bars right here too are well faded out. This is what I was talking about. Makes the taper look way better. So we literally prepped this up for success. We got everything out here in the front end done. We lined it up so we don't got to go back in there once we're back here. All you got to do now is just follow up from that back C-cup line on the ear and just follow it up all down to that taper. Look at that. We're keeping this line nice and natural. We're not pushing nothing back. We're balding out while we're at it right here. Getting ready to use the shaver. Prepping it with that trimmer, making the hair as short as possible so the shaver cuts as smooth as possible. Remember, always brush down these hairs. Go back in there. We don't want the client to leave and then the hairs are all over the place. That's why you want to keep brushing them down. Keep cutting them until they are perfectly cut and nothing else is popping out. Bam. While we're at it, get your shaver now and cut off all that stubble. While we're cutting that stubble, we're gonna go up right here too. And remember, we're doing one thing at a time. So I'm doing this side first and I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. You could also use the shaver right here, around the beard, around the ear. Money. All right, now we're coming on the other side. Setting that nice, sharp, natural line. The other side of the taper is already done here, but now we're gonna prep it to do this side. So it's kind of, we're going in a circle, you know what I mean? Instead of going side to back, we're gonna do side, back, and everything's gonna flow like a steak. This is gonna get me ready for this, and this is gonna get me ready for this. So I'm gonna do that back taper line, and then I'm gonna follow it right here around the ear. So I don't have to do it no more when I attack this side. It's like I'm saving time. Like this, I'm efficient. I'm able to do haircuts in 30 minutes instead of a haircut in an hour. Also right here, you got that coarse hair. So you know it's good to freehand any little hairs that are popping out. Go ahead and cut them off with your trimmer. Brush back down. Everything is good. Any little flybys, they are gone. Now meet me back in the middle after I did both sides. I'm gonna use my trimmer and reposition that bald line. This is gonna be the guideline that I gotta fade out now. By doing this, I'm fully softening out that bald line, transition from nothing to something, and now I can just use my zero gap clipper to get rid of this line, just by lever open and lever close. Since it's already at the lowest level right here with the zero, I don't wanna attack it with the zero again. So I'm gonna slightly open it, like 1 or 2 levels, and that's how I'm gonna attack. Remember, I'm flicking out. If I see any spots that are not being cut, then I'm dropping the level. Bam, now I'm opening it up, double to what it was right now, almost to the full open. Same thing, flick out. Now I'm opening up all the way, flicking out right here as well, using my corners. All right, once we use the corners to what we needed, pop it up a little bit more, putting on the half guard back on, lever all the way open, and just fading out this middle. Using the corners here, coming down. Right here, you just gotta have the eye of the tiger, eye of the barber, and really know what needs to be faded. This is where detail matters, and detail is what separates you from being an average guy. Bam. Everything is well blended. Just to be sure though, since we did go up with a half guard, we'll go up a little more right here with the 1.5, just to blend into those curls better. And after this step, we should be straight. So this haircut is specifically tailored for, you know, some afro hair. Honestly, if you're not gonna cut nothing on top, this is tailored specifically for it. So any coarse hair with this type of cut on top, or waves, if you're not gonna cut nothing, or if you're gonna do waves, same thing, but now you're gonna go against the grain and blend into this. Like if this was waves, I'd use the same guard, and on this dark edge, I literally go down, fade up, go down, fade up, go down, until this is blended to this. Everything is compressed, nice, blurry, and faded. All right, you already know whatever you do to one side, we do to the other. So we went ahead and just replicated all the steps here. You wanna make sure that everything is symmetrical. Your taper, your lineup, your eyebrows, everything, we don't want nothing lopsided. So, you know, you don't gotta do the same exact step by step, but as long as you use the same guards, or you know what you're doing to make that same fade as the other side. We're using the 2.5 guard, blending everything to the top, brushing down. Remember, your brush is literally your best friend whenever you're doing coarse hair like this. You always want to make sure the hair's flat, nice, brushed down, so you know exactly what you're looking at as hair goes up real nasty. So when you're doing that, you should be straight. Raising up the fade a little more, making sure everything's solid, everything's well blended from the taper to the beard. Lining up those edges, make sure there's nice sharp lines. Last and final part is the lineup and the beard. We're gonna start off with that line. Adding some hairspray. This is gonna keep those hairs intact. Using the comb or brush, literally just lock these in like that. Make sure everything is set how you want it. Separate the top from the lineup. Once you got that good canvas and you know exactly what you're about to attack, you're ready to start. In that meantime, you know, the hairspray will lock in, dry out by itself. If not, you can add some air with the compressor or the blow dryer, whatever you want. But now we are ready to line up since everything is locked in place. We're gonna start off with the first guideline down the middle. And then you proceed to the left, proceed to the right. Also, you wanna use your trimmer as a guide. Put this flat surface on the lineup and then dig in there. I'm just doing jabs right here, just jabs. I'm not trying to make it perfect on the first go, but I'm trying to set me a perfect line so I can have it perfect on the next go. You dig what I'm saying? Switching out clippers, as I'm about to turn. I want to make sure that my clippers are not too sharp. A good tip is to have 2 clippers, 2 trimmers for different occasions. I can have a trimmer that's all around for any skin type, any hair type, kids or adults. That's sharp, but not too sharp to irritate or hurt them. And then, you know, we have the sharp ass one right here with the gold effects. This one just knocks down everything. I don't really like to use it on the vertical bars because it could be too sharp, so that's why we switched out. As you see, we got a nice 90-degree natural lineup right here. Now I'm gonna use that as my guide to literally follow up to the other side. Slightly angling my trimmer up that way. Since it's a round head, that's how you're gonna make it look straight. Now I'm gonna turn my trimmer around, give it those vertical bars, brush everything down, reline up whatever it is. Once you got both sides done, you could also look at your client in the mirror. Mirror don't lie, camera don't lie. So if you wanna know if you could fade it better, make the line straighter, check up on those. Other than that, I think we solid. I could go a little bit more right here. Keep it real with yourself. If you could touch up a little bit more, go back in there. And that we solid. You always want to make sure that your lineups are crispy before the paint, because if not, why are you using paint? You know, you ain't out here painting motherfuckers up like Picasso and shit. Now let's focus on the mustache. Literally same exact thing. Use your corners for this part. You kind of want to follow up from the bottom right here around the chin area, get all those hairs out the way, and then follow in right above the lip. Like, you don't even want to dig up too much. You just want a small skinny line right here so you can see the skin color on top of the lip basically. Same exact thing now. I'm gonna start right here on the chin, get rid of these hairs, and then follow up my line on the lip. Remember, very light, very light. I don't want to go up deep because then the mustache ends up looking ugly. So very light, and then you connect them together right here in the middle. Solid. You could also prep the top, get it ready for the blade. Get rid of all those little stubbles. You'll have a clear line of what you gotta attack once you're going in there with the blade. And then also right here, the little widow's peak. Sharpen it up as well. Give it a nice little V-touch. Just like that, it's gonna look cleaner. Yes, sir. Right here, while you add it to, make sure that the lines are equivalent coming from both sides, and they is. We got everything done. While you're there, lay your client's head back. Perfect visual of the neckline. Brush everything down. I'm gonna switch over to my Stylecraft Instinct trimmer because honestly, these are perfect for beard lineups. Same thing as a hairline. Start off in the middle and go side to side. Brand new blade. I'm gonna go ahead and reline up everything. I want ash lines everywhere so I know exactly where the lines are. Also attacking the stuff that needs to be attacked, like the mustache. Following those lines that I did with the trimmer. Stretch this down a bit. Shaving the stubble around on the lip. on the chin area. Sometimes beard be having different volumes, different darkness. So you really just want to match it as much as you can. The line could be higher on this side, lower on this side. So study that before you line everything up. And then at the end, you have a good final product. We got everything basically done. Now let's move on to the eyebrows, add some enhancements, and we're fully done. All right, lay back. Now for eyebrows, same exact thing. Whenever you're using that blade, same thing, literally just add tension wherever you go, and you should be straight. Right here, we wanted 2 angles. One going straight up from here to here, and then from this point, we go down. Just like that. While we're at it, we're gonna hit these bars as well, and the whole lineup. Move on to the other side. You already know, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. I gotta repeat it like 1,000 times, but it is what it is, because that's how you get shit crispy. Raise your eyebrow a bit right here. Yep, just like that. Gonna give me a better visual, be able to see those hairs better. Cutting hair is literally art. You don't gotta be good at drawing, that's not what I'm talking about. It's literally just be good, be in detail with your canvas in front of you. You know, it's just like cutting trees down, it's like shaping up bushes. It's literally like drawing in from a stencil, but in a whole different way. So they're not lying when they say barbering is art. Brush off your client, get everything off him. We don't want the client to be bugging, be itching. Finishing up touches before we go ahead and add those enhancements. Cleaning up this beard right here. Every little spot that I see has imperfections or could be touched up. We gonna do that, you know what I mean? That's what's gonna separate you from all the other barbers that just rush their cuts. In this case, we are smooth, look at that. Little cat scratch, hit it with the blade. Smooth. Today we're gonna use the airbrush kit connected to the compressor. I usually go Kiss Temptation with the little spray can, but you know what I mean, they haven't sponsored your boys. So we're gonna move on to the next opponent. All right, a couple of sprays, prep it, because you know this motherfucker be spraying. So get any card of your choice, business card or whatever it is. This is gonna be your follow-up. You wanna make sure it's straight. I like to curve it a bit, because remember the head is curved. So curve this is gonna make a straight line. Section by section, smooth. Also, to make it blend better and look better, get a little C-cup card. You can make your own as well. And just follow that lineup as well. Smooth. Make sure this corner is sharp. Put 2 cards in one like that. Come on now, baby. While we're at it, we're gonna get this part. And you know, we already did a crispy ass lineup naturally, so we don't even gotta worry about anything. We just gotta worry about following these lines. If we follow these lines, the enhancements are gonna come out clean. And don't worry, this is not the final look. After I add these enhancements, I'm gonna go back in there with the blade, and I'll make sure every line is crispy, touched up, everything's aligned. I want to be straight up on those lines. And before y'all talk shit talking about, damn, this boy uses enhancements on all his haircuts, I mean, y'all clearly see that I'm crispy without enhancements. This shit don't spray the best, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta like get in there. So if I'm spraying a lot, it's not because I'm overdoing it. It's just because I'm trying to get everywhere in there when this is lightly spraying, you know? You go from corner to corner to the middle, which is how it goes. Meet me in the middle type shit at the end. All that is solid. I just gotta hit this side with a C-cup. Shout out to my boy Lil Peasy. This is a C-cup card. We're gonna leave his beard natural, or do you want enhancements on the natural?
Let's keep it natural.
Hey, how we like them? Natural.
Sure, natural.
Not with that blade, we are literally following up on this. Gonna leave an ash line, gonna connect all the paint together. And this right here is literally the finishing touch. How we feeling so far? How we feeling?
Feel amazing, bro.
Already, you could kind of like feel the frequency going up. Hey, I'm trying to have the vibes to vibrate. You think what I'm saying?
I feel that.
No, my boy feels it literally. Pause. Let's add some enhancements on the back as well. Money. Hey, give me a little aloha, dog. Give me a little aloha. We're fully sanding on here. Bro, you're looking mad clean. My hands are gonna be the curling sponge. You're lucky you got this nappy hair, because if not, I would have been putting that Heem products on you. But last and final step, I want you to keep it a buck with me. Let's give him a little spin real quick. Spin when we started, spin when we ended. Here you go. Keep it a buck with me, all right? Don't cap for the camera. My job here is done, so now you just gotta tell me. Give me a little rating, 1 to 10. How we feeling?
Everything looks sharp. Everything looks sharp.
Check out the back and everything. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Back look good. Smooth.
Everything is crispy naturally. We added some enhancements. Fresh mid taper. No enhancements on the beard though. How we looking, Brody?
I give it a 10, guy.
Hey, 10 out of 10?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Must try?
Must try again.
Again, baby. Come on now. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, skis.
For the last part, bro. You're about to get the house on you. You already know you're not finishing off right if you don't finish off Heem, baby. So I'm gonna spray you with a good combination of some good smells. How does it smell? How does it smell?
That shit smell like cologne, dog.
Come on now. There you go, Brody. You are good to go. Look in the mirror right here. Look at yourself a little bit better. And tell the people if I blessed you or I didn't.
It's clean, bro.
My boy.
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you.
Catch me here every other week.
Y'all already know. You want the best way to fed, best way to make money, more money in less amount of time. Scale up your barber business to beyond those 10K months. Hit me up on IG, DM me Mentor. I'll personally reach out to you. You know, yo, boy JV Cuts is here to help you out. I got the systems down. I got the experience. Now let me just teach you how to do it, and we both go to the moon, baby. Also, if you need the best products, you know where to go. jvcuts.com. Wax, gel, powder, anti-frizz, pomade, combs, brushes, whatever it is, use code JV for 20% off. And boys, go hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Subscribe. And it's been your boy JV. We out.
I ain't gotta cut in 2 weeks. JV line me up. If I hear there's money in the play, you need to sign me up. I just broke the